All right, it's 8:12. WIBX, our free money question of the day. We're going to squeeze in here coming up. Chance to win $100, $200, or $300 in cash from the Hobica Law Firm. We'll get to that. Also, the T-shirt that was coined, the phrase coined by this little girl, this little 5-year-old in Newport, Kylie Dodge, came up with the slogan, Houston. Now you're hearing things like Houston, we have a problem, all these things. The Syracuse will be playing in Houston this weekend for the NCAA championship. Now, a T-shirt has been made, cnymerch.com. It's available there. Go to cnymerch, merch.com, and you can pick up the shirt. They go for $20. If you buy it before 2 p.m. today, you could have the shirt in hand. They'll print it for you, and you'll have it by Sunday, midday in the afternoon before the game. And we're going to tomorrow let Kylie Dodge and her mom come on the radio and pick the charity that the proceeds from the sale of this shirt will go to.
I'm sorry, I just put the headphones back on. Did you say you'll have it Sunday?
You would have if you purchase before 2 p.m. today, you'd have the shirt. You could pick up the shirt at their location, which is here on River Road in Marcy, by 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock on Saturday.
Okay, good.
So you'd have the game by Saturday. You'd have the shirt by the game time on Saturday night.
And give me another 3 minutes, and you'll have the information on how to order the shirt in our show notes today.
Okay, and a full story.
There's a full story up, but
it's already up.
No, it's not. Just give me 3 minutes. Coming soon.
Okay, listen, we can only do so much, so fast. On the line right now is T, good friend of mine, and T is our connection with Father John, who we spoke with from Pakistan just a few minutes ago. And T, it is terrible what is going on there. They're being targeted. They are being stripped of any bit of means that they have. There's poverty because of this. And Father John said that they need help from the people around the world, including people like us. And how can we help?
Well, absolutely, Bill. As you know, you and I had always talked about running out to Russia and broadcasting live from there. And it was a joke at the time, and but finally I really got to go last June. And I met Father John, and I've maintained my relationship with him because he is an amazing man, as I'm sure you got that impression from a brief conversation. But to make a very long story short, he is one of very few Christians in Pakistan, and he is the only Orthodox priest in his entire area. So basically, it's left upon him, it's incumbent upon him to run around and just try to help in any way he can. Yeah. Whether that's feeding the hungry, whether that's, whatever form it takes, just comforting people who have lost someone, etc. And unfortunately, I think right now the only thing we all know is that money talks, and that's going to be the way he's going to be able to maintain getting around. Unfortunately, I'd love to say let's collect a bunch of clothes, let's collect a bunch of this and that.
Yeah, but I don't think that works.
Getting it there would be so
part.
It'd be a problem.
Listen, we had a world of difficulty getting cases of water to Flint, Michigan. So we're well aware of. I mean, it's so much easier if there is money and you send money and they're able to buy food, clothing, whatever it is that they need, right?
Okay, yes, absolutely. And what my church has taken the initiative, the fund which I'm associated with at our church, that is the pilgrimage that I went on to Russia, and Father John had been talking about meeting 450 people. We were all invited to honor the saint. That is the saint that my church is named after, St. John of Kronstadt Church. We have a benevolent fund that we, routinely send help all over the world. So basically, it's an easy way because we know how to get this done. It is the easiest way if anyone does want to help. I'm guessing I can possibly give you the information. You can put it up on your
we'll pass it along. Yep.
Of how to get this. But I think time is of the essence, and I think we have to set a limit of maybe a week to 2 weeks because we wanted to send our own donation as quickly as possible. So I'm thinking whether it's April 15th being a good deadline. Yeah. The Orthodox Easter, by the way, this year is long after everybody else celebrated. It's May 1st. And for Father John to be able to receive this, any kind of a gift, whether it's just the one we send or with additional help, what joy it would bring to an area that really has so little joy at this point.
Yeah. Well, and you never. I mean, the difficulty of what this Father John goes through is his life is in danger. His family's life is in danger every single day. His parishioners, they're in danger of being killed every single day.
Yes, and I did meet his teenage daughter. She was traveling with us, and such a joy, such a sweet, very humble girl. And Father John, everybody was seeking him out for interviews because here is this Pakistani among a bunch of Russian-speaking people or people. It just so totally he stood out, and everybody was after him to interview him. Just like, what is your life like there? And it is a very difficult life. And
what I found what I found really interesting was the change in technology. When we first started talking about doing something in Russia, it was so hard to communicate. But sure. Father John and I were emailing back and forth freely yesterday. It was really incredible how the information flows. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
So and I do, like I said, I do have his information as to how to get funds to him. And
all right, well, get me all of that stuff, and we'll do it. And over the next couple of weeks here, we can do a reminder for people if they want to give, they can give through your fund, and it would be nice for the Orthodox Easter to be able to get it out there before and get it to them before May 1st.
Bill, thank you very much.
All right, T, it's great hearing from you, and we appreciate the information here. All right.
All right, all the best.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Pretty amazing when you think about it. It's also incredible that how difficult it was, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, to communicate back and forth. And that's part of the problem. If you can send an emails that easily back and forth to Pakistan, that's where you're getting, I hate to say, but where the terrorism is spreading and how easily it's spreading through email and social media. Dominic Nicotera, good morning, Dominic. How are you? Thanks for coming in. You got a big event coming up it's a big boxing event, right?
Yes, it's called Fight for Vets.
And this is happening in maybe next week, right?
April 9th.
April 9th.
Yes, Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday evening.
All right, so let's talk. Now, this benefits veterans, the Emergency Relief Fund. And it's through Proctor High School's Junior ROTC and youth boxing programs. Talk about what's going to go on.
Yes, actually, I'm the president of the Mohawk Valley Boxing Association. Probably should also let you know I'm a mental health practitioner, so it's a marriage between veterans and youth that I work with to address various issues. So that's the clinical piece. The fun, I guess, and the sport is boxing. And
where do you guys train, by the way? Is it over at the old Y?
That is one of our, the Den is one of our spots. Mohawk Valley Boxing Association has a goal, however, to obtain its own building and facility to incorporate youth programs and even professional counseling.
Okay, all right. I always remember the boxing group in Utica, the Utica Boxing Club. Is that what it was?
I think it's
with Bill Rossi.
Yeah, it was the Utica Boxing Association.
And they had their own, the old Francis de Sales, whatever that building was. They used to have it over there.
That's correct.
And Tim Green and those guys always would talk about how this was so big about getting the kids off the streets, and it gave them purpose.
It sure did, and we continue to do a lot in that capacity.
Yeah,
so.
All right. So this is 6 o'clock. It's going to be now. Is this sanctioned? This event?
It's USA sanctioned boxing. It's actually a regional box off. So 11 to 16-year-olds will be there. The winners go to Lake Placid, and then those winners go to Texas for the nationals. So it's high quality. Yeah.
It's very cool as well. Interestingly, I know a member of your board, Steve, and actually we're having a little get-together after this event because there's a big pay-per-view fight that night, but a big title fight. I wanted to mention as well. So I think this is a good pregame if you're into boxing. This is a good pregame for the pay-per-view show that night. But you have a special guest coming, a pro fighter who's a veteran. Is he maybe a Marine? I can't remember.
Sure. I'll give you a little quick background. It's Sammy Vesquez. He is ranked 10th in the world. He is an Iraqi, 2 tours in Iraq veteran, and he makes no bones about suffering from PTSD. He's reached out to us with the help of Steve Sherry, and he's supporting us. I'll be actually getting him off the 7th. More than happy to bring him in and schedule something here. But again, he is a 20-0.
20-0.
15 KOs.
Wow.
So if you get a chance to watch him on YouTube, you'll see an amazing athlete.
He'll be at this event, so that's cool.
Right. Yep. It is April 9th, 6 o'clock p.m. That's a Saturday night, right? Next
Saturday night at MVCC.
6 p.m. at MV, and it is USA sanctioned amateur boxing, and it benefits the Veterans Emergency Relief Fund. And Dominic, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Good luck with it, and we'll see you next week with Vasquez here. Hold tight. Christine with an update at 8:23.